and welcome to the Indian Association Oval here in sunny Singapore. It's ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Final. It's a crucial day with Nepal taking on Kuwait. It's going to be an important encounter for both these two teams, and as it stands, the point table, Singapore leading after 3 games, 2 victories, 1 abandoned with 5 points. Kuwait 3 matches, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 abandoned with 3 points. Nepal 2 matches, 1 win, 1 loss with 2 points. Malaysia 3 matches, 1 win, 2 losses with 2 points. And Qatar 3 matches, 1 win, 2 losses with 2 points. It's going to be a fascinating day of cricket, going by what we have seen so far. And in today's game, Nepal winning the toss and electing to field first. The wicket looks an absolute belter. It's a sunny day and a fast outfield. We are really expecting some fantastic cricket. And the Nepal 11, Captain Paras Gatka, Gayendra Malla, Sharad Vaisakha, Basant Rejmi, Sompal Kami, Deependra Singh Airi, Sandeep Lamishane, Karan Casey, Rohit Kumar Podel, Vinod Bandari, the wicketkeeper, and Abhinash Bohara. Kuwait, skipped by Mohammad Kashif, Meet Bavza, the wicketkeeper, Usman Wahid, Mohammad Aslam, Hamoud Amanullah, Ravija De Silva, Ilyas Ahmed, Adnan Iris, Sanka Varadappan, he's not playing today, Hassan Nasir, Shiraz Khan, Bilal Tahir. Might even be Usman Wahid keeping the wickets later on for Kuwait as the umpires take the park. We'll be joining you with live shots in a few moments. It's a beehive of activity, the Indian Association grounds here in Balestier Road. Both these two teams, they would be looking to stake their claim in what would otherwise tomorrow be a final. Nepal taking the park. They'll be looking to restrict Kuwait to a manageable total and chase it down quickly. Ravija De Silva, Meet Bavza, the 2 openers for Kuwait. They gave Kuwait a wonderful start against Qatar yesterday, resulting in a massive total of 197, the biggest of the tournament thus far. They'll be hoping for a repeat performance. Sompal Kami taking the new ball from the Balestier Road end. He's been in good form in this tournament. He'll be looking for an early strike. We are all set here. There's a slip, backward point, cover, extra cover and a mid-off. And on the leg side there's a mid-on, mid-wicket and a fine leg. Ravija De Silva on strike. Sompal Kami. First ball, driven straight back. Stumps at the umpire's end, acting as the 12th fielder for Nepal. Might have been interesting had Kami got a finger to that one. Meet Bavza, backing up, looking to get a single. Quick single scampered through. Slight misfield at backward point. And Kuwait on the way. The left-hander Meet Bavsa. Played ideal foil to Ravija De Silva yesterday. The field remains pretty much the same. Wide third man, backward point, cover, mid-off, a mid-on, backward square leg, and a deep fine leg. Sompal Kami to Bavsa. Generating good pace here, Kami, bending his back, hitting the deck hard, and the IEA wicket responding. Good lift and carry to the wicket keeper. Beats Bavsa outside off stump. Nepali skipper back on the park. Good to see him. Paras Katka, very important figure, opening batsman in this Nepal setup. Bavsa makes room for himself, carves it backward past point. 4 runs. Very effective shot. It was a good ball by Sompal Kami. Credit goes to Bavsa for making room. More importantly, find the gap behind backward point for 4 runs. There's a solitary slip in the cordon, standing at almost the second slip position. Seem to be having a conscious plan, bowling to Bavsa. On this occasion, leaning into it, can't beat the offside cordon. It's a well fortified offside ring by Nepal there. Basant Rejmi, Karan KC, Deependra Singh Airi, forming an impregnable ring from cover to backward point. Third man comes finer as we speak. Flicked away, wide of mid-on for a single. Slightly wild throw there. At the end of the first over, Kuwait 6 for the loss of no wicket. Looks like Karan KC from the far end, the Serangoon Road end, marking his run up. Nepal going with pace at both ends. Kuwait wouldn't mind that. They like the ball coming onto the bat. Both Meet Bavsa and Ravija De Silva stroke players. They'll be looking to get Kuwait off to a flyer in the power play overs. Karan KC's got a slip, backward point, cover, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, deep backward square leg, and a short fine leg. Sandeep Lamishane having a little stretch. At short fine leg, he'll be looking on eagerly to get the ball in his hand to do the business for Nepal later on. But right now it's Karan KC to Meet Bavsa. He aborts. Short. It's given him. Karan Casey strikes. Meet Bavsar hangs on to his shoulder, looking to indicate to the umpire that he might have not gotten any wood on that. But what's more important is the man that matters. Tabarakda signals Meet Bavsar on his way. Nepal striking early with the first delivery of the second over. Karan Casey doing the business for Nepal here. Kuwait lose their first wicket. Be interesting to see a replay on that. Vishwanathan Kalidas and Tabarakda, two very experienced umpires adjudicating this game. Umpire Buddhi Pradhan, standby umpire. The match referee is Mr. Manu Naya from India. Experienced officials. Adnan Idris, the dangerous Adnan Idris, walks out for Kuwait. Had an absolute blistering half century the other day on the man of the match in Kuwait's victory over Qatar. Takes guard. Karan Casey, he'll be pumped up. What a wonderful start to his spell. Striking with the very first delivery. Bowling good pace here. Straight away, Adnan Idris stands tall on his toes and guides that pass backward point. Beats the field at third man. 4 runs. Controlled yet effective. Seems to be in good touch, Adnan Idris. Kuwait would want him to kick on. Nepal would want to see the back of him as early as possible. This is turning out to be a very good contest. Once again, an outside edge. Flies down to third man. Tell you what, this outfield is lightning quick. There's great value for shots. Chief Curator, Mr. Kareem, the Facilities Manager, Mr. Mahesh Kumar, have done a wonderful job here. This ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Finals, what a wonderful tournament this has been. Some action-packed T20 cricket. Today being a Saturday, it's a big crowd expected, even though host Singapore are not playing today. Ravija De Silva works it away to backward square leg for a single. This is smart batting. Idris is motoring along. Be good to give him the strike. Both these two batsmen, natural stroke players, like to hit the ball on the rise. And the IEA wicket. Consistent and nicely coming on to the bat. Adnan Idris not ready. Karan Casey will have to re-bowl that one. It's good to see a slip being employed. Wide slip almost at second slip position. Karan Casey generating good heat on this track. Pins Adnan Idris on the crease. Safely played. What Kuwait should look to do is minimize dot balls. That's what haunted Qatar the other day. They should also look to run aggressively between the wickets. Because when Nepal gets on the park, that's what they'll do. It's another wonderful delivery. Karan Casey giving nothing away. Bowling an excellent line and length. The end of the second over, Kuwait 12 for the loss of 1 wicket. Kuwaiti manager Mr. Mahmood Abdullah taking a little stroll around the park. Wonderful gentleman. Had an opportunity to have a chat with him yesterday. Out at dinner with all the officials. Seem to be enjoying their stay here in Singapore. Sompal Kami continues from the Balestier Road end. He'll be bowling to Ravija De Silva. It's a good delivery. The Nepal opening bowlers hitting good areas here, giving nothing away. The match very much even at this juncture. Kuwait going at 6 runs per over. Ravija De Silva finds the gap. Leans back and punches it past the bowler between mid-on. 4 runs. That shot had a bit of calypso in it. It was a good delivery. Extremely well put away there by Ravija De Silva. Sompal Kami straight away going slightly fuller. Seems to have a very good seam position, jagging the ball back in off the surface. Ravija De Silva doing well to keep his pads out of the way. Sompal Kami bowling good heat here. Once again, excellent delivery. Ravija De Silva with soft hands playing it into the covers. Deependra Singh Irie patrolling the cover region. No chance of a single. Sweeps in, picks it up. It's like a panther, lightning quick. Magnificent shot. Single to deep backward square leg. Pulled around the corner. Ravija De Silva. Almost going into the hands of deep backward square leg. The ball falling safely between 3 fielders. Sompal Kami really generating some good heat here out on the IA Park. Bending his back. Got a beautiful run up. That's an excellent Yorker. Dan Idris did well to keep it out. It's a brilliant over there. At the end of 3, Kuwait 17 for the loss of 1 wicket. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here in Singapore. The crowd slowly starting to build up. Nepal's got good support in this part of the world. Ravi De Silva to face up to Karan KC from the Serangoon Road end. That's a magnificent shot. It's got more height than distance. Driving it on the up. Gets it to long on for 2. Would have ideally liked to punch that straight. I think he's aiming for those short straight boundaries here at the IA Oval. This is turning out to be a wonderful contest. Both teams not giving an inch. Once again drifting on the pads, Karan KC flicked away to deep square leg. He's got cover back there. I think Ravi De Silva will be disappointed. Couldn't place that ball better. The fine leg fielders up in the circle. Paras Katka done a great job here. Got all his men in the right places. Once again Apesh. Dan Idris survives, flashes away. Pass backward point. Beats the third man fielder to the boundary for 4 runs. Kuwait wouldn't mind that one bit. Basant Rejmi diving to his left. Cannot prevent that boundary. And on this occasion, Idris finds the gap, piercing the offside cordon through extra cover, 4 runs. He's got his own unique style, trusts his hands, does not believe much in footwork. Who needs footwork when you can hit it like that? Magnificent shot, 4 runs. Kuwait now looking to get a move on. 2 boundaries in this over. And a couple and a single. 11 runs already off it. Karan KC charging in. Intelligently played. Getting right behind the line of that ball. Dan Idris. Showing that he's got the defense to go with the offense. He's a dangerous player for Kuwait. Kuwait would love for him to continue and kick on deep into their innings. Nepal, on the other hand, they would like to see the back of him as early as possible. Paras Katka, he might even go to the spinners. Wonder whether he missed a trick. Bowling pace from both ends. Karan KC charges in. Digs it in short. And that's a bit of a wild throw. And this is not very good. 4 overthrows conceded. I believe it might even be 5. Deependra Singh Irie letting it rip. I think it was just 4 overthrows, as the batters hadn't crossed for the first run. Quite unnecessary. Every run is gold dust. Nepal can ill afford to give such luxuries away. Kuwait wouldn't mind that one bit. At the end of 4 overs, Kuwait 32 for the loss of 1 wicket. Looks like Sompal Kami to continue from the Balestier Road end. The utilization of pace at both ends almost playing into the hands of Kuwait. They like the ball coming on. Two right-handers in. Might have been worth going to Sandeep Lamishane early on, but that's the way Nepal likes to do things. Once again, oh, it's a brilliant bit of fielding. Sharad Visavka, experienced man, putting in the dive. Nepal, an outstanding fielding unit. Certainly saved 3 runs for his side. Sompal Kami drifting on the pads. Adnan Idris almost finding the gap. Ravija De Silva. Punts it over mid-wicket. Barely clears the short mid-wicket fielder. This is very good running between the wickets. Adnan Idris charging back for the second. There's some real urgency here in the running between the wickets. I think they have taken a lesson from their game against Qatar yesterday. Even having posted 197 runs, Qatar managed to come very, very close within striking distance. And had they taken the singles, they might have even won yesterday. Once again, a very good delivery by Sompal Kami. Picks the ball up. Throws it back at the batsman's end. The timber goes flying. Quite unnecessary. Could have resulted in 4 more overthrows, but that's the way Nepal plays their cricket. Full of passion. Wonderful to see. But the game played in the best of spirits. This ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Final. Bit of passion and aggression, always good. Nobody crossing the lines here. The game continues. Sompal Kami banging it in short. 1 for the over. And that was an intelligent delivery. Sompal Kami looking for a dot ball. Might have realized that Ravija De Silva is deep in his crease, looking for the pitched up Yorker. Banks one in short, wins a dot ball. Once again short, pucked away to mid wicket. That would have been curtains had it hit. Ravija De Silva had given up mid pitch. The only direct hits on the stumps looks to be coming from the bowlers. Gyanendra Malla there, a short mid-wicket, swooped in on that delivery. That's another short ball to end the over. At the end of 5 overs, Kuwait 37 for the loss of 1 wicket. Steady start here by Kuwait. They would want to keep wickets in hand. And at the same time, build momentum and build a platform from which they can launch later on. Basant Rejmi comes on from the Serangoon Road end. Bowled a brilliant spell the other day. Bowled his 4 overs for like 14 runs. Also picked up a wicket. His excellent control over his left arm orthodox deliveries. A very consistent action. It's very accurate. Reminds me of my countryman Rangana Herath. A very economical action. Struck straight away. Rauji De Silva looks to take him on. Dances down the track. Misses it altogether. And has his leg stump uprooted. It's a fantastic arm ball. Rajmi once again proving his worth. Brilliant bowling here. Delivering for Nepal straight away. And that's the impact that spin has had on the Kuwaiti batsman. Paras Katka going to his spinners in the final over of the power play and gets a result immediately. Bilal Tahir walks out to join Adnan Idris. Just as Kuwait was looking to build momentum, Basant Rajmi has thrown a spanner in the works. Bilal Tahir, the left-hander. Basant Rajmi continues to come around the wicket. It's good to see Paras Katka himself standing at the solitary slip. The new ball is more likely to hold its line and proceed with the arm, especially given the angles with Rajmi's implementing here. Bilal Tahir adopting a very open stance. Adnan Idris ball watching. Could have had a disastrous effect there. Punch down to wide mid off there by Tahir for a single to get off the mark straight away. That's one aspect of Adnan Idris' game that he'll really need to focus on, running between the wickets. Now they have the slip for the right hand as well, which I think is a very good idea. Nepal looking to impose themselves. A slight change in the field. So backward point, cover, extra cover and a long off. And on the leg side, there's a deep backward square leg, mid-wicket, and a long on. Rajmi continues. It's an excellent delivery. The ball ending exactly where the field is set. Those are signs of a classy bowler. The segment behind point has been reinforced as we speak. Another change in the field. Deep backward square leg coming in. And a cow corner going back. Nepal seems to have spent a lot of time with the analyst. They feel that that's the trap to set for Adnan Idris. Rajmi pitches it up. Adnan Idris says, "Thank you very much. I'll take you over the offside." 4 runs. Geez, I love watching this batsman play. Absolute entertainment. Front foot out of the way. Made it look easy. Punched the ball over the cover ring. The lightning quick outfield does the rest. This is very good batting. Adnan Idris counter-attacking despite the loss of that wicket. This is excellent T20 cricket. Basant Rajmi drops it slightly short. Hammered away. Past mid-on for another 4. Adnan Idris taking the attack. To Rajmi here. Rajmi trying too many things, I feel now. It's bowling a very consistent line and length before. And on this occasion, hits it up in the air. This could be out. It is out. Wonderful catch. Rejmi strikes back. And I must say, this is not very intelligent cricket. Danidri is already having collected 2 boundaries in the over. Going for the lofted off drive. And that looked like Sharad Visavaka patrolling the long off boundary, coming around, ran at least 20 meters, made it look extremely easy. Beautiful catch. Rejmi strikes again. This is absolutely interesting and entertaining T20 cricket. Both teams exchanging blows, 1 for 1. Nobody willing to take a step back. Nepal will be very pleased with the proceedings. Sandeep Lamishane not yet even into the attack. The Nepal bowlers thus far managed to pick 3 wickets. And as we speak, Sandeep Lamishane comes on at the Balestier Road end. Nepal's star spinner. Mohammad Aslam walks in to join Bilal Tahir at the middle for Kuwait. Kuwait would be looking for a partnership. And at the very least, some sensible batting. Nepal, on the other hand, they'll be delighted with proceedings. Been very impressed with this young man, Sandeep Lamishane. Possesses excellent control, variations, and he bowls a rapid leg break. Straight away, finds his mark. Mohammad Aslam safely behind that, presenting the full face of the bat. On this occasion, guides it to deep back with square leg. This time Nepal has a slip straight away for Lamishane. That's the trick they missed against Qatar. Parus Katka. Bilal Tahir, the left hand on strike. There's a long leg, short mid wicket, deep mid wicket, and a long on. Long off. Extra cover. Backward point. Bilal Tahir plays it away to deep backward square leg for a single. The field changes for the right-hander. So long on, deep backward square leg, deep mid-wicket, and a short fine leg. On the offside, there's the slip backward point, cover, sweeper cover, and a long off. Kuwaiti batsman running the first one hard. Deependra Singh Airi in from fine leg. Cuts off any possibility of a second. Sompal Kami patrolling the long off, long on boundary for the left-hander and right-hander respectively. Another very good fielder. Nepal an excellent fielding unit. Lamishane on this occasion insisting that he has the slip, which I think is a very good idea. And on this occasion, magnificent shot. Bilal Tahir deposits Lamishane over the pavilion. Made it look absolutely effortless. Front foot out of the way, bang, 6. Paras Katka straight away down to his young bowler, telling him exactly what he needs him to do. And asks him, young man, what's the field you require? In the process, we seem to have lost yet another kookaburra. There's a few of them on the trees here in Singapore, even though it's not the native bird. Sandeep Lamishane, see how he responds to that stroke. He's continuing to have the slip, which I must say is the right thing. Bowls an excellent delivery, faster, flatter into the surface. It's a dot ball. At the end of 7 overs, Kuwait 55 for the loss of 3 wickets. This match very evenly poised at the moment. One might say Nepal with a slight advantage, but the way Kuwait plays their cricket, they'll keep hammering away. Loss of wickets, irrelevant. It's a beehive of activity here. The officials' box at IA, international media, reporters, it's all happening. Rajmi continues from the Serangoon Road end. Mohammad Aslam on strike. This is very good batting, looking for the single. Gyanendra Malla unable to pick up cleanly. Kuwaiti batsman cross over safely. Would have been interesting had he picked it up cleanly. He's a brilliant fielder, Gyanendra Malla. Nepal, brilliant fielding unit as a team. They pride themselves on excellent standards of fielding. Bilal Tahir has got his front foot right out of the way. Good bit of fielding off his own bowling there, Rajmi. Tumbling to his right. Stockily built character. Wonderful chap off the park. The opportunity to speak to him at the hotel. Enjoys his cricket and has been enjoying his stay here in Singapore. All teams have been. Singapore, a wonderful host city for international events. On this occasion, the ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Final. Slightly wide. Once again, magnificent bit of fielding, a direct hit. Deependra Singh Irie, it's a real live wire. Kumar Powdell was the fielder on that occasion. With the direct hit. Magnificent fielding. Gyanendra Malla flings himself to the right. I tell you what, I enjoy watching Nepal field as much as I enjoy watching any other team bat or bowled. They are brilliant. And this is the way you should field in a T20 international. This is the way you should field, period. Excellent young side. Rejmi now. And on this occasion, it's a direct hit once more. Kuwaiti batsman living dangerously. Mohammad Aslam would fancy buying the lottery this afternoon. He's managed to survive. Deependra Singh Airi once again, dead eye from covers. Warm welcome to all our viewers tuning in from Singapore and around the world. This broadcast is coming live to you courtesy of the Singapore Cricket Association. The ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Finals happening at the IA Oval on Balestier Road, Singapore. A wonderful tournament. This has been excellent cricket on offer. Rejmi continues. Aslam punches it to deep mid-wicket, looking for two. Wonderful bit of fielding once again. Kumar Powdell steaming in from the deep mid-wicket boundary, keeping it to one. At the end of 8 overs, Kuwait .58 for the loss of 3 wickets. It's been a very pleasant morning. Cotton wool skies. The sun absolutely shining through. The IA Oval bathed in sunshine. Wonderful for cricket. Fans coming in. Umbrellas, ice creams, it's all happening. Sandeep Lamshane to continue proceedings from the Balestier Road end. Still got that slip, which is great to see. Had a chat to him and asked him why he shouldn't have a slip every time he's bowling. That's a very good shot. Aslam waiting, placing it expertly to sweeper, rotating the strike. This is good batting by Kuwait here, ensuring there's minimum dot balls. And the slip seemed to have disappeared to the left-hander. Bilal Tahir smashes it to deep mid-wicket. Umpire Kalidas asking the fielder, and it signalled 4 runs. Well, we're still waiting for a decision, and it is finally signalled 4 runs. Well, Bilal Tahir seemed to have taken a liking to Sandeep Lamshane. His last 2 balls have conceded 10 runs. Might have been last 3. And on this occasion, skies one. And that's the end of Bilal Tahir. Sandeep Lamshane showing his class. Bilal Tahir showing his lack of application. Once again, Kuwait not assessing the situation, having taken a boundary and a single off this over already, shouldn't have gone for yet another. Lamshane with his expert variations bowled it slightly flatter and into the surface. Bilal Tahir ended up giving the simplest of catches to Paras Gatka. Makes no mistake. Usman Waheed, the wicket keeper. walks in to join Mohammad Aslam at the center. They seem to have crossed over while the ball was in the air. So Mohammad Aslam will be facing Sandeep Lamishane, who's got amongst the wickets now. And straight away pins Aslam back with the googly. He seemed very convinced. Sompal Kami still seems convinced. But the man that matters, umpire Kalidas, remains unmoved. I must say that looked very close. But what matters is what the umpire thinks. He thought it was slightly high. The umpiring standards have been excellent and consistent right throughout this tournament. And on this occasion, Aslam backs away and cuts it to deep point for a single. But what a wonderful first delivery. Pinned Aslam there on the back foot with a faster googly. And for the new man, Usman Wahid, the slip comes in. Sompal Kami has been invited in from the long off boundary. He's given him. Struck straight away. Sandeep Lamishane. LBW or hot slip? LBW, right? Umpire Kalidas judging. Usman Wahid, LBW. Usman Wahid certainly taking the slow stroll back to the pavilion. Seemed to think otherwise. That brings out the Kuwaiti skipper, Mohammad Kashif, to the center. I think he's the ideal man for Kuwait to have at this moment. I think they would have sent the left-hander ahead of Kashif to negate the threat of Sandeep Lamishane, the leg spinner. Sandeep Lamishane going the other way with most of them, and on this occasion the strategy paying rich dividends. Kuwait 64 for the loss of 5 wickets at the end of 9 overs. They would do well not to lose any further and take this innings deep into the 17th. Looks like pace once more from the Serangoon Road end. Abhinash Bohara. It's the change of the bowling. Mohammad Aslam tucks it away to backward square leg for a single. Mohammad Kashif has been in very good form for Kuwait throughout this tournament. Very intelligent cricketer. Excellent batsman. It's good application. Good cricket sense. He'll be facing Bohara. Gyanendra Malla sweeping in from backward point. Gyanendra Malla the day getting a fabulous half century, 51 off 21. Turn becoming the fastest half century maker for Nepal in T20 internationals. 5th overall to do so. Bohara pitches it up. Kashif drills it to Deependra Singh Airi, patrolling the cover ring. They're at extra cover. There's a third man, sweeper cover, backward point, extra cover, and a long off on the offside. Short fine leg, deep backward square leg, mid wicket, and a long on. Completes the field on the onside. That's an excellent Yorker. Kashif digs it out and punts it to long on for a single. That's a wonderful shot. Bohara drifting on the pads. Mohammad Aslam expertly finds the gap between short fine leg and deep backward square leg. Puts it away for 4. That's asking for trouble. And one thing that I see all teams doing is having their helmet behind the wicket keeper. I, for the life in me, cannot understand that. When you have substitute players who can easily take that off. Every time, one needs to understand that if the ball hits that, that's 5 runs gifted away. Bohara, another Yorker, punch down the ground to long on for a single. That's the end of a good over. Kuwait 71 for the loss of 5 wickets. The end of the halfway mark of the innings. Lamishane to continue from the Balestier Road end. Been bowling excellently thus far. The star leg spinner from Nepal. Mohammad Aslam batting very intelligently here. Rotating a single. Kashif elegantly drives it to long off for yet another single. The 5 wickets to fall for Kuwait are Sandaruan for 15, Meet Bavsa for 5, Adnan Idris for 25, Bilal Tahir for 13. And Usman Wahid for a golden duck. Quack, quack. Kuwait continuing at a run rate of slightly above 7 runs and over. They would be looking to get at least 170 on this track. Looks a very good surface for batting. Nepal would ideally like to keep them below 140 and chase it down quickly to impact their run rate as well. Kashif works it off his pads to deep mid-wicket. And in Ramallah doing the patrolling of the deep mid-wicket boundary. That beats everyone. Buy signaled. Short third man, backward point. Cover, sweeper cover, and a long off. The offside, long on. Deep mid wicket, deep backward square leg, and a short fine leg on the leg side. Sandeep Lamishane. Bowling to Kashif. Plays it safely behind. That's the end of the 11th over. Kuwait 76 for the loss of 5 wickets. Basant Rejmi replacing Bohara from the Serangoon Road end. Bowling to Mohammad Aslam. Punch it away to deep mid wicket for a single. Kashif hits the marker at long off, keeps rotating the strike, collecting a single. Nepal wouldn't mind the singles at this moment. That's a very close delivery. Mohammad Aslam trying to paddle it down to the vacant long leg region. Basant Rejmi drops it short, cut away to sweeper cover for a single. It's another good delivery. Mohammad Kashif gets safely behind that one. No run conceded. And on this occasion, punts it down to long on for a single. That's the end of another over. At the end of 12, Kuwait 80 for the loss of 5 wickets. Paras Katka marshalling his troops well. Looking like he's going back to pace. I think he's looking to pick up a wicket here. This is very good captaincy. He's gone back to his quick man, Sompal Kami from the Balestier Road end. This will be the final over of his spell. Rejmi's got 1 remaining. Karan Casey with 2, Lamishane with 1, and Bohara with 3. That's a magnificent shot. Kashif stands tall and drills the ball back past the bowler for 4. Love watching this young man bat. He's got great temperament, plays shots all around the dial. More importantly, he's been a consistent performer. Wonderful cricket. Let's see how Sompal Kami responds. Looking for the Yorker. Good diving attempt there by the Nepali skipper Paras Katka at long off. Couldn't prevent the boundary from going over. He's dropped it. They're looking for... Ooh! The wicketkeeper. Vinod Bandari attempting to throw the stumps down at the bowler's end. Mohammad Kashif makes it. Very good slow bouncer there by Sompal Kami. Kashif looking to duck away and at the last moment ramping it. Bandari getting a glove to it. This is excellent cricket. High octane cricket here today at the IA Oval. ICC World T20 Qualifiers Asia Final, producing some marvellous cricket. Sompal Kami to Mohammad Aslam. Mohammad Aslam batting very intelligently, looking for the single. Once again, punching it on the offside, running through for a quick single. Dipendra Singh Airi swooping in on that, unable to prevent the one. Good bit of backing up there by Lamishane, prevents an overthrow. This is excellent cricket here. And on this occasion, Mohammad Aslam plays it to long on. And that's the end of the over by Sompal Kami. A good spell. Kuwait 88 for the loss of 5 wickets at the end of 13. Sompal Kami sending down his 4 overs for 24 runs. Bowling 11 dot balls and conceding 3 boundaries in the spell. On this lightning quick outfield, straight short boundaries. If you can bowl at 6 runs and over, I think you've done a good job for your skipper, especially bowling inside the power plays as well. Abhinash Bohara comes back into the attack from the Serangoon Road end. Paras Kadka rotating his bowlers around, marshalling his troops, been doing a wonderful job. Vinod Bandari, the wicketkeeper, helping the skipper out, adjusting the angles. And on this occasion, magnificently played. Mohammad Aslam waiting for that ball, placing it behind backward point. Beats third man on the boundary, 4 runs. Geez, this outfield is lightning quick. That was nothing more than a gentle guide. Kuwait should now ensure that start does not go waste. Should build up the momentum now. Scampering through for a quick single. Good running between the wickets. Mohammad Aslam has played a good hand for Kuwait here. Coming in when wickets were falling around in heaps all around him. Scoring a runner ball, 23 thus far. Skipper Kashif on strike. Elegantly played to long on. Wristy player. That shot reminded me of the late great Mohammad Azharuddin, skipper of India. Wonderful wristy player himself. Played that ball from outside off stump, made it look easy. Kashif, quality player. Buhara beating the outside edge. And on this occasion, excellent catch by Basant Rejmi, diving full stretch from third man, running in. He's a roly-poly unit, but he does look like he's lightning on the ground. Brilliant fielding all round by Nepal. Ball outside off stump. Mohammad Aslam, after playing a wonderful hand, perishes with a loose shot. Chasing one way outside off stump, managing only at top edge. A wonderful catch by Basant Rejmi. Diving full stretch forward. They're never easy when you're diving forward. He made it look easy. The Nepal fielding, an entertainment package by itself. This is wonderful cricket. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're anywhere nearby, do come down to the IA Oval in Balestier Road. The ICC World T20 Qualifiers, Asia Finals, kicking up some wonderful T20 live action. Kuwait 94 for the loss of 6 wickets. We are in the 14th over. Abhinash Buhara. Looks like Shiraz Khan. It's made it out to the middle. It's greeted by a wonderful Yorker. The Nepali contingent supporting their team here. Believes that was a catch. A crowd catch, as they say. At the end of 14 overs, Kuwait 94 for the loss of 6 wickets. Another change in the bowling. Sandeep Lamshane comes on from the Balestier Road end. Paras Katka doing a wonderful job, regularly rotating his bowlers, not allowing Kuwait to settle into any sort of rhythm. It's an extremely important facet of captaincy, especially in the shorter format of T20 cricket. Starts off with a wonderful delivery. Shiraz Khan, big unit. Captain Kashif glides it to short third man. Lamishane not happy about the single being conceded. Looks like Karan Casey there at short third man. Straight away having a slip for the new batsman. This is wonderful to see. This is excellent bowling by Sandeep Lamishane, giving nothing away. Bowling at a good pace here. Bowling it into the deck, keeping it wide outside off stump. Not allowing the batsman to get underneath it. Kashif lets that one go. Looked like he read the googly. He's bowled him. Sandeep Lamishane strikes. That's the end of Shiraz. Excellent delivery. Set him up with 2 leg breaks and a googly. This time it looked like the flipper. It's done him for pace off the track. Shiraz Khan did not demonstrate any great footwork. Just stood there in the crease and had a tentative prod at it. Pace with his wicket. That's the 7th wicket down for Kuwait in the 15th over. 95 runs on the board. Mohammad Hassan Nasir, the big opening bowler for Kuwait, strolled out in his cap. He's a very bubbly character, enjoys his cricket. He's been around a long time. He's facing the challenge of Sandeep Lamishane. Lamishane might be looking to pin him LBW straight away. Bowls wide outside the leg stump. That's a wide delivery. I get the feeling the setup is coming, giving Nasir the feeling of the ball going wide outside off stump. Look to pin him with the one that's coming back straight. Nasir up to the challenge, gets behind it safely, and then he practices the golf swing after that. Might employ it further down. Kuwait 96 for the loss of 7 wickets at the end of 15 overs. That's fucking brilliant. KC Karan comes into the attack from the Serangoon Road end. Bowled 2 overs for 21 before this in the power play. Was slightly expensive. Like to make amends. Paras Katka employing spin and pace at either end. Mohammad Kashif playing a lonely hand once again. His batting partners seem to be deserting him. But the man from the deserts of Kuwait, he should be used to this one. He's taking the challenge on himself. He's been a wonderful player for Kuwait right throughout this tournament. Consistent performer. Can he finish it off strongly? Current KC puts down the big number 14s on the ball, prevents the ball going through for a single. Kuwait losing wickets at regular intervals, ensuring that any sort of momentum they build keeps getting stifled. That might even be close to a wide. Indeed, signalled a wide. Current KC testing the bounce of the IA pitch. Gets the feedback. It bounces above the shoulder. This time above the head. Tabarakda V. Kalidas, the two gentlemen umpiring this game. Standard of umpiring been very consistent throughout. Kashif punts it down in front of cover for a single. Basant Rejmi fires that throw in, nearly nailing Hassan Nasir, who was innocently looking to grab a helmet. Good thing he had the helmet on. Otherwise, we would have had an international incident. Deep third man, backward point, sweeper cover, extra cover and a mid-off. And on the leg side, have a deep fine leg, deep backward square, mid-wicket and a long on. Current KC bowling to Hassan Nasir. Short, guided away expertly to third man. Hassan Nasir using his experience. This is exactly what is required. All he needs to do is get his skipper on strike and enjoy proceedings from the non-striker's end. That is good tea. That is good tea. Current KC, I think that might even be called a no ball. This is quite silly actually, conceding a free hit, quite unnecessary. Banging it in short, especially when both your fine leg and square leg are up in the circle. And on this occasion, Ashif comes down on one knee. Paras Gatka at extra cover, making sure it's kept to a single. Kuwait goes past 100. We're having 4 overs after this. The only concern being there are 7 wickets down. The skipper Kashif not really able to take any undue risk and afford Ahmed Nasir looking for another single, turned down by Kashif. And on this occasion, steals a single to backward point. Hassan Nasir responds. I'm a bit confused here myself. Kashif turned down the previous single, but on this occasion, off the last ball of the over, decided to take the single. Should have been ideal had he maintained the strike, but now Hassan Nasir will face the threat of Pasant Rejmi. Been really impressed with the way Rejmi has bowled throughout this tournament. It's been penetrative and controlling at the same time. And add to that, very entertaining fielding. There's a short third man, backward point, cover, sweeper cover, long off. Long on, deep mid wicket, deep backward square, and a short fine leg. Pasant Rejmi is bowling to Ahsan Nasir. Ahsan Nasir tapping away. Does exactly what he is supposed to. Gets a single. Kashif drills it down to long off. Yet another single. Nepal wouldn't be minding the singles at this juncture. We are into the 17th over. Kuwait would ideally be looking for a few lusty hits. Ahsan Nasir. Punches it down to long on. Sompal Kami charging in, threatening to throw down the stumps at the bowler's end. Makes Ahsan Nasir speed up. And on this occasion, Pasant Rejmi keeps it wide outside off stump. Kashif plays it to wide long on. And Ahsan Nasir dances down the track, and I don't know for the life in me what he was trying to do there. Kashif, the Kuwait captain, absolutely distraught. Results in conceding the easiest of catches to cover. Paras Gadka makes no mistake. 8th Kuwaiti wicket perish with the total reading 106 in 16 overs. Kuwait only have themselves to blame. This has not been the most intelligent batting display. Hamood Amanullah, the man with the most interesting number on the jersey, 0, walks out to the middle. Joins his captain. I'm sure the instructions are just stick around. Mohammad Kashif hasn't been having the ideal support from the rest of his batsmen. On most occasions than not, is found playing a lonely hand. Karan KC back on from the Serangoon Road end. Kashif punts it down to long off for a single. Seems to have good trust in Amanullah's batting abilities. This is the last over of Karan KC. I beg your pardon, it's been Abhinash Bohara drifting on the legs this time. Flicked away to deep backward square leg for a single. Kashif turns down the 2. Like to retain strike and face as many deliveries as possible in the remaining overs of the Kuwaiti innings. Bohara giving nothing away, conceding just another single. Paras Katka completes the fielding at cover. Nepal wouldn't mind these singles at all. Bohara looking for that in-swinging Yorker. On this occasion, wide. Placed away to sweep a cover. There hasn't been many boundaries the last few overs. Kuwait having a bit of a drought when it comes to boundaries. The Nepali bowlers bowling excellent lines and areas, not conceding. And on this occasion, Pasan's Rejmi tries to throw down the stumps at the bowler's end. Captain Kashif tells his partner, "You should have told me it's coming to my end." This is excellent fielding. For any youngster watching, this is the way to field. He's well aware of the situation and the importance of Kashif's wicket. Even though he could have gone to Amanullah's side, he went to Kashif's side instead. At the end of 18 overs, Kuwait 1-1-1 for the loss of 8 wickets. Karan Casey comes back on from the Balestier Road end. Be bowling the penultimate over in this Kuwait innings. Importantly for Kuwait, Mohammad Kashif, the captain's on strike. Can he do something special? Can Kuwait look to take 30 runs off these 2 overs? It's not going to be easy. And the first ball, a full toss wide outside off stump. Really should have been placed for the boundaries. Only manages a single to sweep a cover. There's a third man, backward point, sweep a cover, extra cover and a long off. Mid-on, mid-wicket. Deep backward square leg and a short fine leg completes the onside fielding. Karan Casey pulls away from the Balestier Road end. Bowling to Amanullah, it's skied. Sompal Kami comes around, makes it look easy. And another wicket perishes. This really is not very intelligent cricket by Kuwait. Kashif checking whether that was a no ball. The umpires confirming that it wasn't. The good thing is that he's crossed over to retain strike. Karan Casey striking straight away. Kuwait really only have themselves to blame. Karan Casey banging it in short. Umpire calls one for the over. Seems to love the bouncer. It's a very good dot ball option during this stage of T20 innings. Bowlers use it both as a defensive mechanism and an attacking option. Nepal will be very happy with the execution this morning. They look clinical. Kashif down on one knee. Cannot pierce the inner ring. Deependra Singh Airi there. An extra cover. Keeps the total down. And this time Kashif goes aerial. Magnificent shot. Stands and delivers. Over wide, long off for 6. Amazing hands. It's through the line of the ball, on the up. 6 runs. Beautiful shot. And once again, what a shot. Bang, gun barrel straight, 6 over long off. Mohammad Kashif turning it on. Karan Casey spoiling what was turning out to be a good over. Conceding 12 off the last 2 deliveries. This is excellent batting by Mohammad Kashif. It's taking the game deep. Looks like he will plan to take 30 off the last 2 overs. If they can manage to take the score to 140, Kuwait would have a fighting chance against the batting juggernaut of Nepal. The fans supporting Nepal getting loud and vociferous. There's Nepali flags all around the park. Wonderful support for this team. Bohara bowling the last over. It's very intelligent batting there, getting Kashif back on strike. It's important that he faces as many of the remaining deliveries as possible. Might even turn down singles at this moment. What a magnificent shot that is. Going straight up though. Out of the park. Bohara looking for the Yorker, erring on length. Kashif dispatches that full toss. That's gone miles. That is a monster hit. 6 runs. Sompal Kami gone from 3rd man to back that one up. It's either that or to tell him a word of advice. That might be signalled wide. It's not. The man that matters. Tarkdar thinks otherwise. But what a hand Kashif has played. He's really showed the rest of the Kuwaiti unit how to bat. He's invested with patience, been consistent. He's played a captain's innings. Once again, short, wide, turns down the single. Punted away to extra cover. Two balls remaining. This is a magnificent shot. Mohammad Kashif going down on one knee, carving that ball. over backward point, 4 runs. It's really turning it on here at IA. This is a beautiful batting performance. The Kuwaiti captain is playing an absolute cameo. 43 again. Certainly been the most consistent batsman in this tournament, together with Surendra Chandramohan of Singapore. This is a wonderful performance. And on this occasion goes high. And it's gone all the way. What a finish. What a shot. What a player, Mohammad Kashif, the Kuwaiti skipper. Bang, bang, bang. 6, 6, 6. Certainly given Kuwait a fighting chance as they go over 140. Nepal, when they come out, will require 142 to victory. What a batsman this player is. Very unfortunate not to get a 50. 49 off 36. Fantastic batting. Vinash Bohara absolutely taken to the cleaners in that last over. We will join you back with live commentary, the commencement of the Nepal innings. Short, wide. Paras Gatka leans into it, slashes it for 4, backward of point. Magnificent shot. No. Yes. Yes, 100%. Ilyas once again. It's the deck hard. Paras Gatka safely in behind that. Wonderful shot, slightly wide. Paras Gatka leans into that, dispatches it past wide mid on for 4. This is turning out to be a very expensive over for Kuwait. Nepal off to a blinder. ICC World T20. That looked pretty close. By Kalidas turning it down. I tell you what, if I was Ilyas Ahmed, I'll be disappointed too. It's worth having a replay of that. It's Ahsan Nasir from the Serangoon Road end. It's a heavily fortified offside field. Short third man, backward point, cover, extra cover and a long off. So mid wicket and a long on. And a deep fine leg. Gainendra Malla rotates a single straight away. Drifting on the pads. Prazatka helps himself to another boundary. This is poor bowling. You have a packed offside field. Ahsan Nasir not having the discipline to hit the right areas. Mohammad Kashif straight away makes the adjustment. Kuwait seem to be having a plan, but the bowlers unable to execute. Nepal off to a flyer. Leaking runs. The Kuwait opening bowlers. The extra umpire, Buddhi Pradhan, seem to be coming in with Box of extra kookaburras. All seem to be well. There's a short fine leg in place now straight away. I think this is a better field. It allows Asan Nasir a bit more room to come and attack the stumps. Otherwise it would be very predictable. On this occasion, once again drifting on the pads. Paras Gatka effortlessly works it to short fine leg for a single. That was a friendly full toss. Gyanendra Malla unable to penetrate the offside field. Well fortified. Short third man, backward point, cover, extra cover, and a mid off. Punch straight back the ground. Gyanendra Malla taking a little bit of time to get his eye in. Nepal can afford that luxury. They have gotten off to a terrific start here. Malla pushing it to mid-off for an easy single. That's the end of the second over. Nepal 18 for the loss of no wicket. Cantering along. Ilyas Ahmed continues. It's a good bit of fielding. Mohammad Kashif, the skipper. I beg your pardon, that's Shiraz Khan. Big number 12 for Kuwait. Gyanendra Malla walks across his stumps, flicks that away to long leg, banks another single. Nepal smoothly progressing to 20. We're in the third over of the Nepal chase, requiring 142 for victory. We'll be very happy with this start. Ilyas Ahmed be looking to make some inroads into the Nepali batting. Short, punted away to long on. Good bit of fielding there, keeps the runs just down to a single. Adnan Idris patrolling the long on boundary. This is very good running between the wickets. Nepal really showing how it's done. Both batsmen quick between the wickets. Nice early calling. Safely gets through. Long strides of Paras Gadka. Ensures that the single is completed without incident. Ilyas Ahmed as a third man in the ring. Backward point. Point cover, extra cover, mid-off. Looks like he's going to be going across the body. Beautiful shot there, Paras Gadka playing it off the stumps. A wristy flick for 4. Classy shot. Using his height to good advantage. Plants the front foot down. Taking maximum use of the first power play overs. Kuwait only allowed 2 men outside. I really wonder whether this is the ideal field to have if you are planning to attack on the stumps. Paras Gadka makes room for himself, smashes it through the offside ring. 4 runs. Nepal putting on a display here of power-packed batting. I wouldn't be surprised if Kuwait would go to spin, as the medium pacers on this lightning quick outfield and this excellent batting wicket being taken to the cleaners by the Nepali openers. Paras Gadka speeding away to 23. Gyanendra Malla, ideal support, not out on 5. Looks like the Kuwaiti skipper brings himself on. Spin it is. Kuwait would ideally like to pick up a wicket here. Perhaps even 2. Good start here. Ashif, he bowls a mixed bag of offies, leggies, googlies, and whatever goes on the market that day. Gyanendra Malla, he's not wasted any time. Gets down on one knee, dispatches that delivery over deep backward square leg for a towering 6. Nepal mean business. They've got on the park. Great aggressive intent today. They want to book a place in tomorrow's what would be a final. Once again, on this occasion, pierces the offside ring for a 4. Hit uppishly, but into the gap. Nepal races on to 40, the 4th over. It's building up to be a wonderful batting performance here. And on this occasion, punches it down to long on. That's a poor bit of fielding, conceding another boundary. Mohammad Aslam on this occasion, fielding at long on. Can't say fielding is quite Kuwait's strength. Gyanendra Malla making Kuwait pay. The vociferous fans send into a frenzy. Nepal's got great support here at the park. And on this occasion, once again, this could be out. It's gone up in the air. He's taken it and it's gone. Malla perishes. Going for yet another big hit. Already collected 15 runs in that over. Looking for yet another 6. He might have been a bit greedy. Mohammad Kashif gets that all-important breakthrough for Kuwait. Looks like the experienced Sharad Visavaka coming in at number 3. Another very aggressive batsman for Nepal. Joins the skipper, Paras Gatka. That's an excellent delivery. The batsman having crossed over. Paras Gatka facing that. Kashif creating the breakthrough for Kuwait.